Hey, being quick. Hey, Mara, how's it going? Steffi, long time no see. It's been a grand total of like 10 seconds. So yeah, I am back. You hear me across the house but not on screen. Shut up, Steph. Obviously, OBS changed my mic settings, which is what it always does. It always does this. And this is why I have you, because I can't fucking get my audio settings to just remain stable for the life of me. But yeah, I have been gone for like 2 weeks now? More than that, actually, because I missed 1 week because of Yeticon, and then last week I had a photo shoot and I was really fucking tired, so I was like, I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep in, and then I'm gonna go to my photo shoot, and then I'm gonna come home and watch the Kolak finale, which was incredible, by the way. The music that's playing right now is the Kolak 1991, like the prequel series soundtrack, because I decided that's what I wanted to do today. But yeah, Kolak was good, Yeticon was good. God, I don't even know where to start. There's been so much going on. Because yeah, it's been, I guess, 3 weeks since you guys saw me last. Ow. Ow. It's good to be streaming again. But yeah, so Yeticon was a blast. I got to meet Polymune in person and HD and hang out with Salt. I did 5 shoots in 4 days. I don't recommend doing that. That was a lot. My nipple hurts. Just don't mind me. And we had a blast. There was like a mountain roller coaster thing that was like super fun. I went swimming a lot. I had so many fucking beaver tails. Steph, thank you for the alert. We had a bunch of beaver tails. I think I fucking lived on beaver tails, lemonade, and spooky noise test. And french fries. I had so many french fries. Then I spent about a week with my parents, and I was working. Went to Game Grumps Live. That was also really fun. I brought Salt to that, and we had a blast. There's like, we did VIP, so there's like a Q&A at the beginning. And yeah, I don't necessarily want to spoil it for people who are seeing it in other... Thank you for the follow, Chimbaluka. That's as much of that as I'm going to try and pronounce. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so the VIP thing was just a Q&A. That was really great. Oh, hydrate? Yeah, I can do that. Your favorite song? I've never heard of that before. What kind of genre is it? Gotta keep me hydrated. It's hot as hell here. Not as bad as it has been, I will say, but it's still pretty hot in my room right now. Because obviously I am in the hottest room in the apartment. For Yeticon, I'm trying to think if there's anything that really happened that I can like talk about other than just like hanging out and drinking. Hello, sweet Bryn. Welcome. Hi, hello. Long time no see. But yeah, I had the one rave we went to, the DJ sucked dick, so we left pretty much immediately. But I was masked like the whole time, except for when cosplay did not allow for a mask, but I was outside all the time, so I didn't get sick at all. No one I was with got COVID. A couple people got like just normal colds, but no COVID. No COVID was good. The Game Grumps Live was fun. Just like a lot of gameplay and stuff. Yeah, we didn't even get con cred. We got nothing. We luckily were able to like avoid the worst of everything. What else? Yeah. Game Grumps Live, like, almost everyone was wearing a mask, which is really nice. I'd say about, like, 75-80%. Jesus Christ. And then, yeah, and then I worked, and then I had a bunch of shoots last week. I'll say a bunch. I had one on Monday with Gloom, which is really fun. Gloom's posted photos of it, I haven't yet, but it was me and Lucy doing a lot of street fashion stuff. We looked like little twins. It was really fun. And then I had a massage. So I have like a big ass bruise on the side. Like, I'm not gonna show you on stream because like I'd have to take my pants off. But like, all here on my thigh is like super bruised, like black, from my RMT working on my hips. It was a lot. So I've got that going, and then I had calls, and then physiotherapy, and then I've been super busy. Oh, we had our first, the hip thing sounds ouchy. Yeah, it was a lot. I have, my hip muscles and my thighs are doing really bad right now. They're very tight and tense, so we've been working on them, trying to make them better. Making them like a little bit more functional, because like they literally hurt all of the time. So like the massage hurts in the moment, but it does help a lot. Yeah, last Wednesday we had our first like in-person temple event again, which was really nice, because like we haven't had one since the beginning of 2020. Like, it's been 2.5 years since we've all seen each other. Which is extra meaningful because, also I think, can't remember if it was before I left for Yeticon. No, it must have been after. Someone set TST HQ in Salem on fire. So, like, as a community, we're dealing with a bunch of stuff. And then there's been a couple of hit pieces in the media, attacking TST for no particular reason. One in Jezebel being like, how dare they fight for reproductive rights the wrong way? It's like, maybe come back to us when you've actually done anything. So yeah, that's been a lot, is just dealing with like a lot of anti-TST stuff. That's been exhausting. Luckily the person who like did an arson, oh, music's getting a bit loud? Yeah, I can turn it down a little. The person who did an arson got like arrested immediately and has been charged and stuff, and the city of Salem's been like really supportive and stuff, so that's been really good. It's been the end of that last song. Probably. Doesn't hurt to err on the side of not blowing out your eardrums though. But yeah, so that's been a whole thing, is dealing with that. And like with everything going on in the US, like every time that happens we get like a crap ton of people trying to join TST, and I'm like the only person in my group that like sorts through all that stuff for the most part. So it's just me doing a lot of like vetting and sending off emails and things, and then I've been working a lot this weekend because it was like the long weekend. I've been I'm working a lot, so I worked all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Also, like, is there a stream? Hi Alice, how's it going? How you been? But yeah, so like it's been a lot the last 2 weeks. I've been very busy. Went hiking a lot when I was on my vacation, which is really, really, really nice. Got to shoot some stuff. I don't know if because like not all of you guys follow me on social media, but I'm gonna give you guys a little preview of a photo I haven't like posted yet. Like, people on my Patreon and stuff will have seen this, but I wanna show you a photo. Your existing webcomics are hard. This sounds hard. Like, I only have to come up with, like, photo shoot ideas. That's, like, way easier than having to make something from scratch. You follow me on social media, but you do not check social media. No, you do not. You do not. Oh, God, my eye. But there's some photos I'm really, really, really proud of. I want to show you because I'm very proud of them. God, there's so much going on right now. I have so much shit on my phone right now. But like, here's the, I don't know if it'll focus. Haha. I could do the like cheaty. So like, there's that. Isn't that dope? So for anyone who like hasn't seen Stranger Things season 4 yet, like any of the episodes, it's based on character from that. Fucking camera. But yeah. It's me. Thank you. Yeah, I went in the woods and had an absolute blast shooting things. But yeah, it was a really fun to like just kind of like shoot in the forest, cause like yeah, it's like kind of impossible to fuck up the lighting too bad. Like, it's so pretty. Let me see if I can grab some other stuff, because like I just finished editing a set before I went live. But yeah, so this is the other, because I shot Danny Sex Bang at Yeticon. So I'll give you a little preview of that, because I finished editing this like on the weekend. So it's like me at Yeticon, and so like that's how that went. And then I just finished editing. This is for August, but I literally just finished editing it like, I don't know, less than an hour ago. But it's me as Toga from My Hero Academia in the pool. I'm so happy with these. There we go. But yeah, I'm really, really, really happy with the stuff we shot. And I have like one more thing to shoot from August. Someone ordered like a custom set that's gonna come out in September, but obviously they'll get it earlier than that. And I gotta shoot that tomorrow. But yeah, there's like just a lot of photo sets to do in the span of like a couple days. So I'm very tired. That's been mostly what I've been doing, is that, and then like helping a friend deal with their ex moving out of their house, dealing with like work and things. I finished all of Stranger Things. Like, nobody spoil things in chat for people who are intending to watch it and haven't, but it was so fucking good. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot. I still have 2 more of them to edit. Like, I haven't even gone through like the culling process yet. Like, I don't know which ones I'm editing, which ones I'm keeping, or like what I'm doing. So I'm a tired boy. And to like get back into it this hard after like I haven't really been shooting that much since my surgery. Like, I shot like 2, 3 things. Like 2 for June and then 1 for July. Like, this is all I really shot. Like 3 over the span of like 2 months wasn't hard. But yeah, trying to do all of July and like almost all of August in like the span of like 1 weekend was a bad idea. But it's good because now I can kind of relax most of July. Now that it's like hot as fuck, I just have like one thing I'm gonna shoot like probably next week, and then I'm good to go for the rest of the summer. And then I just gotta start working on September stuff and spooky month stuff. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, I've had a very long couple weeks. I don't think anything else has fucking happened. I watched like a beer pong competition stream on Thursday night. And I was up super late. Might have been Friday night. It was Friday night. It was very, very funny to watch like a bunch of streamers who don't know how to play like cup pong or beer pong or whatever for charity. It was really funny. But yeah, what have you guys been up to? Share good news. Any good, cool, fun things you've achieved. I'm gonna celebrate you guys for a sec, because I'm fucking tired. Ugh. Oh, one other cool thing I can share is I got to be a vampire for one of my clients, like just the entire session. I was just in vampire fangs the whole time, and it was a blast. I highly recommend. Just have people hire me to be a more exaggerated version of me is kind of the best. I'm just going through my water so fast. I'm gonna have to pee before the stream is done, which is silly. You walked in the Friday trans march, skipped the Sunday corporate pride in favor of going to Hanlon's Beach with queer friends. That's amazing. It's amazing. I usually go to the trans march, but that's when Game Grumps Live was. But yeah, the trans march is like honestly like the best part of Pride. That and like spending time with like your own like personal friends. I did have like a work Pride party this Saturday night. But we just like kind of hung out, like having drinks and talking and chilling. It was like a really fun time. Hi, Lucy! Hey, how's it going? I'm probably gonna see you right when stream ends. I'm assuming. We should go get smoothies or something when you get here. I say is basically like going to get food with friends is like my excuse to go for a walk, because I never do. It's by far the best part of Pride now. There's an abolitionist march that happened on this Sunday, which sounds good though. Oh, that would be fun. I'm assuming like cop abolition, which absolutely sounds like a blast. Fucking ACAB is the vibe. Don't we still have our leftover pizza still? We do have leftover pizza. I only have 2 slices of mine, but I think you have like a bunch still left on yours. But I mean like getting smoothies, not like all of dinner. Cop abolition and overturn the corrupt leadership of Pride TO. That tracks. I did see a couple months back all of the stuff coming out about Pride TO, like taking like a bunch of grants and stuff and getting a bunch of like money, and then like even when like rigging the votes when people like no cops at Pride, like the leadership rigging that so that they could keep getting more grants and things. I'm like, hate that. You ate it all last night because you got high. That's fair. That's totally fair. But yeah, I hate. There was a TikTok I saw while I was getting ready to go live, and it was literally talking about how corrupt NGOs are, because their funding depends on the problem continuing to exist. Why would they solve a problem when they only exist and get paid as long as that problem exists? So they do like the bare minimum of like telling like feel-good stories and like helping a little bit, but not really tackling the root causes so that they can continue to make money. I feel like Pride TO is very similar that way, where it like is corrupt because like it can do performative activism and make money as long as it doesn't like solve any actual problems. If it actually turned into a protest again, they wouldn't be able to make money. Which I fucking hate. was like, there shouldn't be police at Pride because police are the whole reason we have a Pride parade. Like, Pride exists because of laws written to discriminate against us, and then the police that enforce them, or like that enforce laws on us in differently than they do for straight people. Or like, can't remember the details exactly, but there was like obscenity legislation where into the 90s, like there was, I'll fix it, Steph. There was like issues with censorship of like gay magazines as like obscenity, and then there's the bathhouse raids, even like, can't remember if it was 2020 or before that, but there was like a bunch of like cruising spot raids as well. Pride TO is just there to launder the reputations of their corporate donors. I looked through the street fair and there was like one kinky booth in total. Oh, that's shitty. Yeah, and like the whole like, okay, not to make it a whole thing, but like the whole no kink at Pride fucking discourse that comes around every goddamn fucking year drives me insane, because like, first of all, no one's talking about having like a full scene in public. Like, no one's scening, like having like a sexual scene in public. We're not flogging people. We're not doing like a whole thing. Yeah, fuck the no kink at Pride shit. But like, first of all, like we're not talking about like playing and doing kink scenes in public. We're talking about kink clothing, like kink wear, fetish wear, and like there is no difference between, which one to be proud of our kink? Yes, and also kink has been there since the beginning. Like, and there's no difference between fetish wear and regular clothes. Like, there's no difference between a gay man wearing leather pants and a straight guy with a motorcycle wearing leather pants. There is no difference between someone at Pride wearing a leather harness and a goth girl wearing a leather harness on top of her t-shirt. There's no fucking difference. There isn't. I hate that puritanical garbage as if by being respectable enough bigots won't hate us. Yeah, it just means that like you're throwing people under the bus so that you can get shit on slightly later because you're useful to the bigots. But like, that's the thing, is like, two bigots, like, drag is a fetish. Being trans is a fetish. Like, is scorching hot here in Ontario? Yes, it is. Welcome, Taurus. Welcome to chat. But yeah, like, there's no difference in their mind from like a cross-dressing fetish and like someone cross-dressing or just being trans or whatever. Like, they think of it exactly the same way. Or like, there's no difference to them between like a gay couple holding hands and a gay couple, or even a straight couple, having one person on a collar and someone else holding their leash or whatever. It's the same. And also, like, I've done collar and leash play in public. It's really no big deal. Like, I wouldn't just do it wherever. I will just, like, I'll do it like down in the like club district where people wear like tiny skirts, or like in like areas of the city where it's like more expected, right? And like, again, like not doing like a whole scene, but like for me, when I've gone to Pride and been on like a leash, it's an accessibility thing because I get lost in crowds really easy and then I panic. It helps me, and like my fingers don't work great, so like holding hands doesn't always work. So it's a good way for like me to stay with my friends so I don't get lost. No going by a preschool on a leash, yeah. Like, I mean, if there is like a elementary school like on Church Street, but like I don't care. And you saw someone's full dick, let me wear my kink wear. Yeah, and like the thing is also like, I saw people freaking out on Twitter after Pride, being like, oh, people are like nude and that makes you like pedos or whatever. It's like, no, but like, it's not, like, public nudity is like a thing. Like, there's like Hanlon's Point. People bring their kids to Hanlon's Point. It's a nude beach. Kids see nudity all the time. Or like, I went to the Caribbean a lot as a kid. Like, women are just topless there all the fucking time. And you know what it did to me as a child, just seeing topless women all the time? Nothing. Because either I was young enough to just go, oh, that boobs mean food, or I was old enough to be mature and just go, they're just titties. Like, nudity doesn't freak me out. Like, and then for me, there's also a difference between someone like whipping their junk out to flash you and someone who just happens to be nude. Like, intent makes a huge difference. So like the no kink at Pride thing is just fucking stupid and on every possible level. Like, and exactly what you said, Bryn, is like they will eventually like come for all of us. Like being respectable, like being like, oh, well, I'm not that kind of queer. Like they don't care. You're just like a useful tool for them to get what they want, and eventually they're gonna fuck you over too. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've been to clothing optional clubs since I was like 18. It didn't do anything. Like, I'm fine. The idea that kids will be irreparably damaged by queer displays of sexuality is so ridiculous when compared to the number of displays of straight sexuality that are everywhere. Yeah, exactly. Like the idea that like people take their kids to Hooters, people like, you know, there's like lingerie ads all over the place. Like you walk by like a La Senza or like a Victoria's Secret or whatever with your kids in the mall. That's fine. And like, I'm not saying those are bad. I'm just saying like, that's for straight people, so it's not considered like a thing. Or like, you know, like Game of Thrones. Or like, people have their little kids dressed as Daenerys or whatever. How many murders do kids see portrayed on TV? And that's the thing, is like, not even just like fictional violence compared to like fictional sexuality or whatever. Like, I remember when the Pulse nightclub shooting happened, I was in a Denny's, and the Denny's had like CNN playing, and they full on just showed like people getting shot on TV, which is like borderline traumatizing to just see queer people getting murdered while I'm trying to have fucking pancake puppies or like whatever the fuck. Like I'm trying to eat pancakes and I'm just like watching people die on TV. Like American media is weird as shit. CNN is fucked because American media. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. It's like they're not as fucked up as like Fox News, but it's still like 24-hour news networks which just show you the most horrific shit, and that's just normal. Or like I remember 9/11, like I saw people falling out of like burning buildings to their deaths as like a 10-year-old. Like that fucked me up way worse than seeing some titties at Mardi Gras or like at like Caravana or at the beach or like seeing someone's dick at Oasis. Like I don't fucking care. But yeah, it's weird that like we have to make the whole world like for children, and then like the idea that like Pride is for children. It's a protest. Like if you feel comfortable bringing your children to a protest because it's a safer protest, like there are some protests I would be okay with children be like if I had kids, not that that's gonna happen. If I had kids that I'd feel comfortable bringing kids to. Other ones where I would leave them at home. You don't know why people care so much? It's because it's about white supremacy, eugenics, and control. Because family friendly is such a loaded term. I hate it. Yeah. And I hate the idea of like, I get attacked on TikTok all the time of like, this is a children's app. You're a sex worker. You shouldn't be on a children's app because you're doing lewd shit in front of minors. I'm like there's no such thing as a children's app. And also secondly, fuck off. Your non-binary boyfriend wanted to buy me a collar at Pride to wear around, but the closest thing we found was that were some leather chokers. Yeah, and like, again, like, collars and chokers are so fucking normal. Like, I've seen like 14-year-olds wearing collars, and it's like, I'd rather they didn't, but like, a lot of stuff like went through, oh, thanks, Mara. I appreciate it. 14
Mara,
straight.
Resubscribe 14
What?
months. Right. There's this thing, too.
Yes, thank you, Mara. 14 months, my goodness. You hate when they say it's a children's app, because it's not. It's honestly, like, children should not, like, children young enough that they can't handle seeing someone do, like, a fucking tame thirst trap shouldn't be just, like, wandering the internet, like, unsupervised.
Hindsight just resubscribed for 14 months. Lurking less than 3.
Thanks, Pint. I appreciate you lurking. Miss you. But yeah, the fucking, like, children's app thing. It's like, there's no such thing as a children's app. Your children should not be on the internet, like, just willy-nilly with no one paying attention to what they're doing. Like, that's so not safe. And the amount of times I've seen minors on TikTok, like, duetting adults doing thirst traps, or, like, adults just doing normal things and then making it thirsty. It's like, fucking go away. Go away. I don't want children interacting. Like, I have, like, a thing on all my social media saying, like, minors don't interact. Like, it's one thing on, like, Instagram, because I have to make things pretty tame on Instagram, but, like, I have, like, stuff on all of my social media that says, like, minors, please don't. And, like, again, like, if I find, like, a 17-year-old that's, like, doing, like, the bare minimum of, like, not interacting, like, I might not necessarily, like, worry about it. Even on this platform, broadcasters indicated that this content is for mature audiences. Exactly. Parents want technically to babysit their kids instead of doing the work themselves. Yeah. And it's like, I'm a stranger. You don't know who I am. Why am I babysitting your child? Like, you don't know what my intentions are. And, like, I've definitely had, like, people under 18, like, interact on, like, reply to tweets, and I'm not gonna, like, freak out at minors just, like, replying to stuff, like, if I'm in other spaces. Oh, tech, yes. But it's all good. It's all good. I got the gist of it, at least. But like, I don't want children interacting with my like, lewd content. I don't. Because that's uncomfortable and it's weird. And there's like, levels too, right? Where, like, sorry, my laptop's dying. Where, like, if a kid's, like, a teenager replying to, like, my political posts, that's one thing. But, like, 14-year-old talking to me about my, like, adult content, it's like, maybe come back to me when you're a bit older. Also, thank you for following, Taurus. I very much appreciate it. Bah. But yeah, it's so ridiculous to me, like, the idea that, like, we have to sand off all of the edges of the whole fucking planet so that the world's safe for unattended, like, 6-year-olds. Same thing happened with TV. Parents want to put something on for their kids and leave. Yeah. And, like, at the very least with TV, like, there's, like, a certain amount of, like, a vetting where, like, if you put on, like, a kid's TV station, like, there's some level of, like, control over what's going to be on that station and what isn't. Or, like, if you have, like, a YouTube channel that you know is, like, safe for your kids, for your young kids, and, like, you vet that channel and you're like, okay, that's fine, and you don't let them to just, like, wander around, like, that's one thing. But, like, just letting your kid willy-nilly just go all over the fucking internet, it's like, when I was a kid, you let someone do that and they're gonna brick your computer, like, immediately. And, like, I was back in the age of the internet where, like, you know, I ended up in places that were for 18 plus when I was, like, 13, 14. But I had the benefit of, A, my parents taught me media literacy, so I was capable of, like, understanding when things were fiction, or, like, you know, if I didn't like something, I would just leave. Or you just kind of like don't interact with adults as a child. Like you might end up in spaces, but like you just know that you're not supposed to be there, so you keep your head down. Like I don't know where, like the idea of social media instead of like the web as it was pre-social media, it's like so different. Like people just think everything's safe because they're on like a site, and it's like that's not, just because it's like Twitter and not just some random web ring doesn't mean it's like fundamentally different. It's just like a bunch of random people. And it's honestly less well moderated than like old forums were. Because at least forums back in the day, you'd have like a dedicated moderator and it'd be just like a person making like a judgment call rather than having like algorithms do it. Or like so much content you couldn't actually like moderate it properly if you wanted to. But yeah, it's just I don't understand. And like my existing on the internet, just because I'm a sex worker, is not like inherently sexual. Like, yes, I talk about mature subjects on my Twitch, but I actually like don't necessarily mind younger viewers on my Twitch as long as they're like aware that it's mature content and not like, you know, like don't discuss your ages in chat or whatever. And then like, you know, you have to be a certain age to have like a Twitch account at all, which is why like as long as you're old enough to have a Twitch account, like that's fine. But like you need to know that like this is mature content and I'm gonna be talking about mature things, and if you're not comfortable with that, people just hate sex workers. Yeah, people just also just don't like sexual education in general as well. The stigma is ridiculous. Yeah, it's a lot. But like I'm not, the most I've ever, like I had a job once where I worked with a bunch of teenagers. So much hatred towards the hot tub streamers on here. Yeah, and it's like on some level I get it to a degree where it's like this isn't chatterbait, this isn't manyvids. Like I do get to a point where like I feel like pushing TOS to like make sex noises or grind on things in a hot tub is maybe not the most appropriate thing to do. But like you had a Best Buy employee hating on the hot tub streamers but totally fun that you was a cam girl. Yeah, like my opinion on that is like there are things that I will post on my OnlyFans that I will not do here because this is not the appropriate venue for that. However, when Twitch decided that that sort of content was allowed, that content is allowed. I have no issue with people being in a bikini and being hot. I have no hate for Amaranth at all. She made a bunch of money. She was clever. She was smart. She found like a clever loophole. Hey Lexi, how's it going? It's good to see you. But yeah, like I have no hate for hot tub streamers. It's just occasionally I'm like, I have that like little hesitation of like, maybe like keep the like super overt stuff maybe not on Twitch, because that's not what this website's for. And it's not like, again, on Twitch you don't have to file like the same like legal information you do on an adult site, and like your viewers don't either, whereas like on OnlyFans, like I have to prove I'm 18 plus and anyone subscribing to me has to prove that they're 18 plus. That's not how it works on Twitch. So like the idea of someone under 18 hot tub streaming or people under 18 watching hot tub streams makes me a bit uncomfortable. And the thing that like genuinely starts to make me uncomfortable with hot tub streams is when they have like straight up cam girl like tipping structures and stuff. Like they have tip goals and like it's structured the same as cam girls, but then they shit on cam girls. It's like, no, you cribbed your entire fucking thing from cam girls. Respect the people you got your shit from. Don't be a dick. Respect the people who pioneered the thing that you're doing. But as long as they're like sex work positive, respect like the fact that they're sex work adjacent, and like are at least consider what is like appropriate for the platform, then I'm like chill. And also that's less me hating them and more just me being like, okay, maybe like think about what you're doing, what the implications are. At that point, just be a cam girl. Yeah, like that's kind of my thing. Is like you want to act like a sex worker and then not be a sex worker. It's weird to me. Like that like line, but when people who aren't sex workers start acting like sex workers, or like when fucking pole dance instructors who do fitness pole like shit on strippers, I'm like, fuck off. On you right now? Okay, cool. I'll see you in a bit. I'll probably be streaming for another like hour or two. But yeah, I love that you two know each other. It's great. I love when people in chat are excited for each other. But yeah, I just dislike when people do like hierarchy stuff or like don't acknowledge where people have done work that they benefit from. People want to look like us, but they don't want the stigma. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like all the girls who like buy our outfits and then go club on King Street and then freak out when guys call them a whore, which is like, yeah, guys shouldn't be throwing that around, but also like, if you dress like us, you're gonna get treated like us, and don't be surprised when that happens. Sex workers should be given the same respect. In general, people just hate empowered women. Yeah, precisely. Yeah, like, and like, I don't expect to be like treated better than other people, but just, I don't know, treat us like any other fucking worker. Or just or like the fact that people will treat like lewd models differently than regular models. It's like, it's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing. It's just a different genre. You know, like it's not. Camera's autofocus is being weird. But it doesn't like make like that much of a difference to like what modeling you're doing, or it's like people who do like lingerie being shitty to people who do nude. It's like, come on. The difference there is like a tiny G-string. Please relax. Like just because you do like 50s style boudoir doesn't mean you're classier than the rest of us. Right? Or like even clothes models. Like I see clothes models who don't do lewds or whatever, and they'll be in like the most skin tight clothing, posing the exact same way that nude models do. It's like, you're not better than us. Like, you're just a model. And quite honestly, I do all kinds of modeling, and modeling in clothes is easier. It's just easier. It's so much easier because the clothes hide some shit. Like, you don't have to flex every goddamn muscle in your body all simultaneously because you can relax whatever the clothes are hiding. It's just easier. Oh my god, so true. Yeah, like, we're like fucking models that only do clothes don't have to shave their legs for every shoot. They don't have to shave everything. Not that, you know, I don't shave my legs always because I'm self-employed, but like, it's just like fucking chillax. Chillax, you're not better. You're not better, you're the same. We're all out here doing the same fucking job. Just calm down. I particularly hate it when it's like lingerie models that try and act like they're like fucking high-end classy. Because like, I don't know, when we see their labia, there's a little bit of lace in front of it. It's like, I can still see your whole pussy. Like, chill. Chill, my friend. Like, I'm not shaming you. Like, that's fine. Like, you want to like push that edge. That's fine. You don't want to do nude because you have a boundary. That's totally fine. I have no issue with like people who aren't comfortable doing nude modeling. Just make it about you and your boundaries and what you feel comfortable with, and not about like a superiority thing about other people. People can be very petty, yeah. And I think a lot of it comes out of either insecurity, where they don't feel good enough to argue their value on its own merit, so instead they have to, like, they can't elevate themselves, so instead they push other people down to make themselves feel better. Or they've got, like, internalized fucking issues that they gotta work on. It's like, and it's the same thing, like, people who model in, like, fancy clothes versus, God, for the longest time, all of my, like, honestly, other than the Glymph stuff I do, because Glymph dresses are expensive, because it's Lolita and they're fairly ethically made, a lot of the, like, clothes I wear are fucking cheap as shit. Like, these pants from Alibaba, they were like $5. And I look fucking dope in them. Like, I did a set with you, Lexi, where I was wearing, I guess, sweatpants and a hoodie that was just, like, YouTuber merch. I've done photo sets where, like, all I'm wearing is stuff I got from Value Village. Like, the whole thing is thrifted. And it's like, doesn't make me better that, like, I have thrifted stuff, but it doesn't make me worse. It's just, you know, I don't have financial privilege, so I find clothes that work for the sets I want to do where I can, because I'm fucking poor as shit. I know I don't look poor. I go through a lot to, like, make my sets look good, but there's a reason that, like, my partner takes all my photos and I edit all of them. Like, when I can, like, I hire someone like Lexi to shoot my photos because, my God, your editing is even better, like, so much better than mine. And working with you is a blast. Like, I love working with you. But for the most part, I can't really afford working with photographers. I do my own shit because that's what I can afford to do. Though I will say, I had a guy email me the other day, and it made me so mad. You work for cheap, just pay half my rent. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the only one you shoot for free for because any money I make helps pay for the apartment that we both live in. But yeah, the guy the other day, he emailed me, and it's like, his initial email was fine. He was asking if I would, like, what my rates were for, like, lingerie and nude photography. Totally fine. The biggest red flag in his initial email was that he was like, oh, I'm new to Instagram, so, like, he doesn't know how to, like, send photos that way. And I'm like, okay. But I was like, okay, like, do you have a portfolio anywhere that I can see? Any models that can vouch for you? No worries, Lexi. But, like, he was, and I'm like, also, these are my rates. And he was like, oh, you know, I don't have a portfolio. I can, like, doesn't know how to send photos on Instagram. I know, right? But he's like, oh, I don't know how to send photos on Instagram. I don't have a portfolio of, like, lingerie and nude. I can send you photos of, like, other stuff, like, other kinds of photography. And, like, I gave him the rates for lingerie and nude, and then he comes back with, oh, well, we can do no nudes, but will you do trade? I'm like, no, I can't pay rent with your photos. And also, if I can't see, yeah, I'm like, if I can't see your portfolio, like, he contacted me to, like, I'll just, let me grab his email because I still have it. It's really funny. Yeah, first email. Hi, how much an hour to shoot lingerie or nude? Do you have a place? I just joined Insta. I'm trying to expand my portfolio. I'm like, okay. And I replied, hello, do you have a portfolio at all I could look at? I don't have my own studio. No, lingerie is 80, nude is 100 per hour. And then he said, I don't have one yet. Would you be interested in trade for print work? No nudity. I have samples of other kinds of photography, though. I can send samples if you're interested. I don't know how to send them via Insta yet. And then I just replied, I don't do trade with folks I don't know, especially if I can't see examples of them shooting my body type. Good luck with your search. And then he just said, thanks. Have a good day. So, like, he wasn't, like, rude. That man is coming to you live from the dumpster. He should stay there. Yeah. Like, I will say his sign-off, like, he wasn't rude, but the fact that, like, he asked for lingerie and nude rates, and then when I said lingerie was 80, he wanted me to do it for trade instead. I'm like, don't ask me my rates and then ask me to shoot for free, because I won't. I won't do that. And, like, specifically on my website, like, I do say that, like, I don't shoot for trade unless it's for, like, charity. Like, if someone wants to do, like, disability rights or sex worker rights or pro-choice, like, activism shoot of some variety, like, depending, like, sure, I might trade there, or, like, If I know the photographer, like with Lexi, like if Lexi ever wanted me to work with them for free because they had like an idea or whatever, like we're friends, like I'm happy to like do trade with friends because I know them and I trust them, and I also know Lexi's photos are always fantastic, so like sure. If men could make money by stripping their clothes, every man would be doing that, but women has the power to do that and make a good living. Men get jealous, therefore they made society to shun beautiful, empowered sex worker women. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, like, there are men who can make money doing that. Like, there are men who do OnlyFans and make a good living at it. That's the thing. It's just, it's hard work. It's really difficult. And, like, a lot of the men that are shitty to sex workers, they're shitty because they feel entitled to our sexual labor for free, and how dare we charge them for it, you know? Or like we decouple sex from like Christian heterosexual marriage and shit. It's like a whole thing. So there is definitely, I'm sure, like an element of jealousy. I know like some women are like that too, where they're like, we're like somehow opting out of the suffering that they go through, and it's like, no, we're just finding our own way through it. Like we all go through it. Or like they'll think that we're like super rich and they get jealous, and it's like, no. Like, just because my rate's $300 an hour doesn't mean that I'm working 40 hours a week making like a shit ton of money. Azura, can we try and convince Nikki to hire Lexi for the pre-July party photos? That would be lovely. I know Nikki is like really good friends with that other photographer. If like they're not available, like absolutely, I'd be like, get Lex to do it. Because it would be at a very fun place, Lex. I'm sure you've seen the photos I've done there. The last couple parties. What is my auto? It's very soft focus when I lean back. I gotta not do that. Yeah, but like it's just I don't understand why like why this like denigration of modeling as like a job that people just think we can do, like it's not actually a job and we can just do it for free. It's like, no, we're working. The amount of like times creatives get asked to work for exposure, it's exhausting. And then some people, because they think modeling's cool, will just do shit for free. And it's like, if you don't have like any experience working for trade, it makes sense because you're building your experience. But like, fucking, it's so annoying when like photographers think that because new models will shoot for trade, that like established models with a decade of experience are gonna shoot for free. And like, no one should ever do nude modeling for free. Like, that's the one thing I kind of regret when I started modeling, is I should have done clothing only to build experience and then work towards nude stuff. But like, cause like, I don't think I ever did that much nude for trade. I don't think so. But yeah, like never let a man see you naked for free. He's got to either be like feeding you or giving you money, or like you love him. Like otherwise he should be like, if you don't know the guy, he should be paying you if he's gonna see you naked. I have my feelings. Like I don't let anyone do anything for free anymore. I'm like, no. If I'm not getting something amazing out of this, then you're paying me. I have rent to pay, please. Like I'm broke. I need money more than I need anything else. You should be respecting you. Yeah, exactly. And like quite honestly, a thing I've noticed is like the guys who pay me as like clients or photographers or whatever are like way more respectful than the random dudes, because they're the ones who don't feel like, if I put up a boundary, it's like, I want something out of this relationship, they're like, sure, absolutely, and that's their response, rather than be like, no, you can't have expectations. Like they don't get all fucking shitty about it. Like there's some people who are like kind of, it's not like every client's great, but on average they're so much better. So much better. So I'm also kind of speaking from like a more privileged position, being like, I'm in my 30s. I have like pretty good boundaries established at this point. So like, I definitely deal with less shit now than I did when I was in my early 20s. I will say, yeah, people be weird. And like, I also know, like, fucking Lex, you can probably speak more to this, but like, photographers get asked to shoot for free all the time, and it's ridiculous. Someone asked a friend of mine to shoot like their entire clothing collection, like 25 models, and it's like, no. And they want to do it like a cemetery. It's like, you're gonna get kicked out. Like, there's a difference between like a photographer and one model doing like a couple things like really quick in a cemetery. You'll be fine, as long as you're respectful and like not damaging anything. But 25 models, you'll get kicked out immediately. Oof, yeah, and all the time. I'm sure, especially for you, like, because your stuff's really good, that like you probably get people either asking you to shoot for free or like trying to negotiate your rates. But like, I'm so glad that you raised your rates. Even if like I can't afford to hire you as much as I would like to, like more so free, yeah. I suppose if people are gonna be shitty, they're just gonna go all the way. But like, you were so fun to shoot with. You were worth the money. Like, you're worth saving up to work with. You're really good at what you do. I'm just gonna keep complimenting you until you keyboard smash some more. But like, I have never, ever, ever gotten a photo set back from you that I didn't love. Not a single time. So, take that. Just Phoenix right. There's no objections here. You're just good. Also, I didn't get to see you really at Yeticon, but I'm sorry you weren't feeling so great on the Sunday. You've been so busy, but I hope you had fun. You do always give me like a lot extra. You died on Sunday. You seemed so sick. I was like sitting there eating like a beaver tail, watching you walk by, and I don't even know if you saw me sitting in the grass, but you like walked by, and I was like, oh, Lexi doesn't seem like happy right now. For 2 weeks. Oh, that sucks. It wasn't COVID, was it? Just like con cred? Oh, you think you saw me? Okay, cool. I was in Toga on the Sunday. It was a flu? That sucks. At least it wasn't COVID though. I was really happy. I don't know. I know one person, not that I saw this person, like I saw them like down a hall. But like, you tested for 7 days? Yeah, then that probably wasn't COVID. But like, I had one person I knew of that had COVID at Yeticon, but anyone else I knew that was like sick there was just like a cold, like tested negative or whatever. And like most of the people all the people I was with, none of them got sick at all. Probably because we masked almost all of the time. And like we didn't go to like any of the like super crowded things. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better though. Same, but still got sick. Yeah. No, some of it's also luck, but I also you probably were like seeing people you didn't know who were shooting that like might have been like less careful when they weren't with you. Because like for me, I was only really with like my partners and my friend. Maybe, who knows? Yeah, it's hard to say. And then also sometimes you just get unlucky. Yes, you do so much with your editing. That one set I did with Midna, where I was like taking out all of the seams and stuff the way that you did with my Spider-Gwen, took me like 2 weeks to edit that. It was like so much work. Yeah, it was so much. And like fuck Neon Demon for their stupid shit. To be fair, you take longer now. Yeah, I'm glad you're like not rushing yourself, because Because of your full-time job. Okay, so you're still overworking yourself. You've just spread it between two things. Whereas like my sets, I edit like a full set usually. If I like just buckle down and do it, I can do a full set from culling the photos to resizing them for posting on like Patreon. So like from start to finish, it takes me like 5 or 6 hours, depending on like what I'm doing. Like some of the outdoor ones are a little bit easier because I don't have to like worry about like cropping them nearly as much. But body positivity should be the agenda for the next couple of years. Yes, absolutely. I'm like working on that. Was Lexi here when I was showing photos? No. Lexi, do you want to see some photos I did at Yeticon? I show you photos. I show you photos. So, I'm gonna start with the Stranger Things ones I did. I show. So this one I posted already. I know you saw this one. So like that was the Monday after. Look at it. Look at it. So that was the Monday after Yeticon. I was like super proud of those. And let me grab, I only have a couple of them edited so far, so I have 2 sets from Yeticon other than that one that I have edited. Thank you. So I did, oh my god, TikTok, stop. I did Danny. Oh my god, stop. I did Danny. Might focus better? Maybe. Well, the thing is, it like doesn't like focusing on the phone. There we go. That's about as good as that's gonna get. So Danny, and I did that. Also, behind the one pool, there's like this guitar thing. I'm like, I gotta do Dan there. Also, like, I don't know if you can see super well, but the like reflection off of the sequin skirt, there's like fucking sparklies everywhere. And then the other set, I just finished editing this before stream, but I just finished the toga one. And this is in the hot tub outside of our hotel. Look at it. Look at it. Thank you. But yeah, we managed to get like, no one was in so I went in the middle for a bit. And Twitch, that's me in a seifuku and a bikini. We're good. But yeah, I just finished editing that just before I went live. And I'm like sitting here, I'm like, I can't show the photos of my ass. But QT. Takes one to know one. But yeah, I'm really happy with these. And then I have 2 more to go through. I did a set with Deku and Shoto with Lucy. So I have that to go through still. And then I did Midna in the waterfall the first day. Yeah, the Midna ones are intense because I had 2 wigs on and a big helmet. And then like the big ears. It was so much. And editing, that's gonna take forever because I will probably take the seams out. I don't think I'm gonna go through all the wrinkles. I might. I'm editing this with Photoshop instead of just like Lightroom and GIMP like the last time. So like the spot heal is much better. Lexi is not ready for gay My Hero shoot. Oh, no, they aren't. Is there even, there's also, oh, Lexi, actually while I'm sitting here, Have I shown you any of me and, never ready. We did a Femme Deku with Toga cosplay shoot that I haven't posted yet. That's coming out like later this month for I think Deku's birthday. Do you wanna see? Do you wanna see? Do you wanna see? Do you wanna see? Oh yeah, and it has rope. It says me. Oh, I gotta go that way. Me and Lucy. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us being cute. Or like. Be gay. Be so gay. Oh my god, camera, please. I need to photograph you all together. Literally anytime. Like, you want to do gay stuff? Okay, so like, this is a thing, like, I think I've mentioned to Brie before, but like, quite literally, I am happy to just be a body to put shit on. Like, or like, if you want like rope stuff, I will just fucking do that. I just want to make more stuff. Like, so badly, I just want to make more stuff. It is hot as fuck in here. I'm putting my hair up. But, like, I just want to make, like, more shit. I just want to make more shippy gay shit. And I'm, like, tired of, like, I'm tired of just doing, like, boring, like, same old cosplay stuff. Because, like, you want to do fun stuff, that's it. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm tired of just doing normal cosplay because, like, there's the people who excel at that, and I'm not good enough at, like, props, really, and, like, the small fiddly bits. But I want to do more when I do cosplay to stop, like, I'm not making any new cosplays. If I'm going to make a cosplay, unless it's, like, a horror thing or whatever, I'm mostly just going to do, like, alt and goth fashion versions of things. Like, I just kind of don't want to... I don't fucking care about being screen accurate anymore. No worries. No worries. But, like, yeah, I just don't care about being screen accurate anymore. It's so fucking boring. It's like... So many people just buy the, like, screen accurate shit off of, like, the like, pre-bought, like, cosplay stuff. And it's like, I'm so tired of trying to do that, because I look so much better when I just do a fashion version. Or when I do, like, my own version of it. And it allows me to be, like, much more creative. Or I just want to do, like, gay, horny shit. Like, I just want to do lingerie versions. Like, fuck the Puritans who are like, oh, you can't lewd that character. Yes, I can. Watch me. I'm just gonna lewd all of them. Is it an anime character? I'm gonna put them in a bikini. Is it a comic book character? I'm gonna put them in lingerie. Fucking deal with it. I'm just gonna do horny versions of everything. And I'm just gonna take every fucking character and put them in rope. And, like, nothing but rope. Just naked and rope. Like, I just don't care anymore. I'm so tired. Like, I couldn't... Like, for Yeticon, I was, like, kind of restrained because it was, like, outside all the time. So, like, I had to make sure to wear cosplays that would, like, cover my scars and stuff. But I swear to God, next year, I'm gonna be so lewd all the time. Like, once I can have my chest out in the sun, I'm gonna be a problem. Like, yeah. I just, like, I'm so anxious to just be able to be topless in public so that I can do, like, lewd photos in public. Because I think my plan is, like, I'm not going to be topless most of the time, but I can do topless photos in public once I'm, healed. And or at night. I can shoot at night with my chest out already. Maybe I'll do that later. Now I have an idea of doing, like, the nurse from Silent Hill and doing lewds. And I don't know why my brain decided to go there. I don't know why that was the first place my brain went, but we're going there. Oh god, my body. Oh god, my body again. On the other side. Ow. I also need to finally watch Evangelion. I will say. I've been meaning to watch Evangelion for the longest fucking time, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And I need to just, like, fuck up my life and do it. Because I want to figure out why Lex and Paul and Bree have all told me I'm gonna hate Rey. Even though, like, she has a scythe, which means I'm going to love her. I don't understand. I need to figure out why I'm supposed to not like her. I need answers. God, I'm so hot right now. And it's warm in here. You've seen some anime but also never watched Evangelion? Yeah, like so many people love it, and also like the plug suits are so pretty. Like, that's pretty much the only time I'm gonna do canon cosplays is when it's like a fucking like latex or like Sentai suit or something. Yeah, you wouldn't know what version to watch. Yeah, I think people have said watch the movies. I think, or like but not like the remakes, the like old ones. I have no idea. I have enough friends who like I just be like, I just trust you. Tell me which versions to watch because I don't know shit about shit. At this point, like the animes I've watched for the most part, at least animes that people have fucking heard of, because I've watched Promare, Kill la Kill. I loved Kill la Kill. I'd definitely be down to do a version of what's her face with the purple hair. And then I've watched a bunch of Ghibli movies. I watched Karen, Chibi Vampire, which no one's ever fucking heard of. Akudama Drive, which no one's heard of, but it's fucking dope as shit. My Hero. Demon Slayer. God, what else have I watched? I actually have a tab open with all of the anime that I've watched to keep track of it. Not that tab. Not that tab. That's Game Grumps. And what ones have I watched? I watched Beastars. Beastars was really good. Just like some random smaller stuff. It's a lot of Studio Ghibli. I've watched One Punch Man, or on High School Host Club I watched Olive when I was like a teenager. Princess Jellyfish was really good. And like the first season of that Isekai with the slime. So, Kimi no Nawa, Your Name recently, and it had trans themes and Kimi's Nice Feelings. Oh, that sounds lovely. I've definitely heard good things about that. It's just really hard because you like can't watch everything anymore. There's like just so much shit happening. And obviously like I watched Sailor Moon as a kid. I think I watched like 3 episodes of Inuyasha and just went, this doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't know what's going on. But my usual taste in stuff leans, like, My Hero is pretty much the only shonen that I've liked. And maybe like Demon Slayer, though Demon Slayer is beautiful and like heartbreaking at times, but there's a lot of stuff that could be cut out to make it a little bit more like punchy. And like My Hero is just, my god, the villain, like the thing I miss about My Hero is like the Stain stuff, where it was like, oh, Hero Society is this broken, fucked up place. The heroes are actually the ones that are fucked. The villains are right. And like I miss that stuff. I'm just so tired of training arcs with the fucking kids. Like, I don't care. I want more of the, like, villains and the, like, society. Like, I read the bit of My Hero that was the Vigilantes, like, side story, and that was great. But yeah, there's a cyberpunk thing that's coming out from Studio Trigger that I want to see. Yeah, I really want to see like Gurren Lagann, Akira. God, there's a whole shitload of stuff. I really want to watch a lot of like cyberpunk stuff, a lot of horror. There's like a lot of horror anime that I'd love to see. Like Devilman Crybaby. I've heard like good things, obviously, about Full Metal Alchemist, Castlevania, Chainsaw Man I haven't seen yet, Death Note I haven't seen yet, Ergo Proxy I really have been meaning to see, Ghost in the Shell, like, that's the sort of stuff that I want to see. It's just like spooky stuff. But also for anyone who likes anime and hasn't seen Akudama Drive, and like you like Studio Trigger stuff or like cyberpunk stuff, like it's so good. It's so good. And like no one fucking watched it, but it's really good. And all the characters are adults, which is also really fun because like a lot of anime, everything's fucking kids. And this is like a show that's just, everyone's just adults. Being adults. Like there's 2 characters in it that are kids, but they're not like the main character. They're just like a MacGuffin, essentially. And they're cool and all, but like the main story centers around a group of adults. Which is fun. I like, it's more relatable for me. Because I'm not a teenager anymore. I haven't been for like 15 years. God, I'm old. And then like I also haven't watched Umbrella Academy yet, even though I'm in it. And I've heard really great things about how they handled Elliot Page's transition, so I'm really excited to see that. I haven't seen What We Do in the Shadows yet. I've seen the movies, but not the TV show, even though I'm also in that. Working my way through The Boys, I've seen like the first couple episodes of season 1. I really like that. I still have to get through the ending of Lucifer. Like, fucking, there's so many like good things to watch. You gotta watch my Umbrella Academy. Yeah, like I've heard such great things about it. And it was a blast to be on. Like the crew and like the cast on the episode that I was in, they're lovely. The one thing that I'm always happy to say publicly is that Robert Sheehan is absolutely wonderful in person. One of the nicest actors I've ever worked with. Like, he's nicer than he seems like he would be. He's genuinely like really good about like consent, because we were doing like a rave scene and stuff. And he had to be like under a bunch of women's legs just because like the scene called for that, basically. And he was like really good about like that whole situation. He like was really kind to us because it was like a 15 hour day on concrete. Lucy's here? Okay, cool. I'm probably gonna stream just until like Kenny starts. Salt starts. But yeah, like the crew was really great because we were there longer than we were supposed to be. So we like had our lunch and then we were there for like an extra couple hours, like 6 or 7 hours. And they bought it, like they ordered pizza for the crew and they got like a bit extra for the background cast. Because we just been there all fucking day and we're exhausted and our feet were killing. Because we were in like combat boots and shit and heels on like concrete in an abandoned building all day. Like it was a lot. It was a long day. And like the cast and crew of that show was like some of the nicest of any show I've been on. And I've been on plenty. So that is the thing I will say about Umbrella Academy, having never seen it. The cast and crew were wonderful. Also, I will say the guy in What We Do in the Shadows who plays like the Nosferatu guy, he's also super chill, super lovely, so sweet. The cast and crew of that show is also pretty nice. Little bit more of the like standard like background are kind of there, but they're not part of the like show family because we're there for like a day, so you weren't like quite as bondy with us. Which is fine. That's like, they were totally professional and kind and whatever. It was just, you know, slightly different vibe, but they were still like lovely. There's definitely a lot of shows I've been on where I'm just like, I hate this. There was like I was on an episode of Handmaid's Tale. That was not my most fun experience. I think it was like the B team director of the episode, like on the episode I was on, like sucked. And it's, yeah. Ugh. But yeah, it all depends. Like Hollywood's very weird. It's luck of the draw of like what director and like crew you get. Crews are normally great though. There's just, I think the only crew person I've ever had issues with, other than like you get the occasional like really like overzealous AD who's like really grumpy or whatever. I've had only issues with one crew member ever, and it was a wardrobe guy. And he was the wardrobe guy on a couple shows I was on, and he fucking was not my favorite. However, all the other wardrobe people love me because my clothes are weird and I show up in weird clothes and they're like, that is perfect. That is interesting, and that gives us something to like play with. Because I usually, when I was doing background, I used to get hired to do like, to be punk and alternative all the time. Hello, Lexi. I was just saying when you left that like, I think the one thing you'd be interested in is like, I fucking miss the good part of My Hero Academia. Like I miss that. When it was about Stain and the villains, and I'm tired of training arcs. And I also just, yeah. And I'm done doing canon cosplays for like the rest of forever. I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to worry about being screen accurate. I just want to do like goth fashion interpretations of things. I think that's like way more fun. Or like put every character I ever cosplay, just find like something iconic about them so that they're recognizably that character, and then just put them in lingerie or rope or bikinis. Like I just want to be as like lewd as possible at all times. Like I'm done. I'm done doing. It's so much more fun. Like I'm just so tired. And like I'm not going to like Stella Chu, I love her, she's amazing. She makes such incredible cosplays. I can't do that. I am not like, she's able to like embody the characters and make such accurate versions that I love to look at. Same with Jessica Nigri. Super accurate, lovely cosplays. I can't do that. My best ones are when I just like do an alt version of it. Is when like mine look the best. I think the closest to canon I've gotten recently has been, for like a new cosplay, has been fucking Eddie Munson from Stranger Things. I didn't want to put like the fucking wig on again. My head was tired of wigs. But he just dresses like me, so it was easy. He's like, oh, you wear a leather jacket and ripped black jeans? Sick, so do I. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. And like once my scars heal and I can be topless out in the sun, I'm gonna be such a fucking menace. Cause like I couldn't this year for Yeticon. I couldn't be topless. I was restricted in what cosplays I could wear because I had to make sure my scars were covered. And I also couldn't, cause I don't have boobs, there's like a couple cosplays I have to either alter or like wear a bra under, and like I can't, like underwire on my scars right now is horrific. Hot Envy Summer! Woo! It's gonna be great cause like next summer, Bree, I believe, won't be able to be in the sun, but the summer after that, the both of us can, and it'll be a fucking chaotic time. But yeah, if you ever like have an idea and you just need someone with like long white hair, well, like one of the wigs I have or whatever, like you just need someone to be a thing for a horny shoot, I am literally always down. You need rope? I'm there. Especially if you need like suspension, because I know Paul can do like pretty decent stuff, but we should just be menaces soon? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Ugh. I miss being a fucking problem. But once I can be a problem again. And like legitimately, I'm starting to think of doing like a lewd version of my nurse. Also, tell me if you think this is a funny idea. So, Lucy's always wanted to do Pyramid Head, and I think it'd be really funny for me to be back in my Silent Hill nurse cosplay with no tits, and Lucy is Pyramid Head with like all of the tits, and then do makeup on her boobs so it looks like she cut my tits off and put them on as Pyramid Head. That'd be really funny. Right? Yes, I just want to be such a fucking problem. Or like, have Lucy be Chucky, because I think Lucy has a Chucky cosplay, and me be the bride of Chucky, but Chucky has tits and I don't. It's just we fucking boob swapped. It's really funny to me. Isn't that great? Because like I could do Chucky because I have an orange wig. I would just have to do like a long hair version or like whatever. But like, yeah, I just want to be gay all of the time, or to just do gender fuckery, or to just be like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna take fucking Shigaraki, and he's never gonna wear like his canon shit again. He's just gonna wear like fucking boxer briefs, and I have this bra that has just like skeleton hands doing this on it, and I'm like, that's perfect for him. I'm just gonna walk around like that. Yeah, Shiggy's great. I love being Shigaraki because he's such a gross, gross man. It's also really funny because I don't know if Bree putting their shit up for sale soon. Yeah, I should just like buy the jacket. I don't think their jacket will fit me because I'm big, and my arm, like I think one of my arms is like the size of both of Bree's. But if I take the hands off the jacket, I can put it on like if I just tie myself up in rope and then just pinned all the hands everywhere, I think that'd be really funny. I think one of my favorite like Bree shoots in Shiggy was the one that they did with the bikini. That was fucking hilarious. Oh god, my back. Cursed. The best things are cursed. And then, yeah, like I kind of want to do, I haven't seen Evangelion yet. I'm going to. I'm working on it. But I want to do Rey. I want to do Rey, but I want to do like a, I want to do a fucked up version of Rey, okay? Because I don't want to make her fucking weird red scythe. I just want to take, I am working on it. I will soon. But I want to take her real, like, my real scythe and do, like, a fucked, like, gothy, cursed, cryptid version of Rey. I don't know if that'll work, but I want to. Like, so bad. I just want to be, like, just take every cosplay I do and make it as goth and horrific as possible. Like, you know that set I did of Spider-Gwen? It was like in a basement, it was all creepy, but it had like this really lovely like golden hour light. That originally, before we were like, oh, it's golden hour, we just gotta take advantage of this. That was meant to be Spider-Gwen as like a ghost. Like that was meant to be like creepy as shit. I need to figure out a way of like making that as fucked as possible. I think I just need to get like a prism or like a filter and just like, or have like really weird like smudgy bullshit. It's just, it's hard because like I have all these ideas in my head and then me and Steph don't necessarily have the know how to pull it off. Pantyhose? Really? You just put pantyhose over the lens? That's it. That's incredible. That's a smart idea. That's brilliant. And that makes it all like fucking weird. Or smear Vaseline. Yeah, also a thing my dad suggested is getting like lens covers so that you don't have to clean the actual lens. But I have a fuck ton of Vaseline. I could absolutely do that. That's so smart. I could definitely redo that and just do Gwen in the fucking basement and just be creepy. Because the idea for that is literally for me to just like do contortion poses and like have it be like weirdly dark and grainy and just like lean into the fact that like it's not lit well. Because it's a fucking basement and there's like nowhere to plug in lights down there because it's abandoned and gross. Thank you. Yes, like I just want to be fucked. That's all I want to do is like make cursed shit. Especially because like I don't know how to get into abandoned buildings. My like really shitty unfinished basement is like the only option I have. But it does look nasty down there. But like yeah, I just want to make like upsetting things. That's my goal in life, is to just be a whole problem. Or hell, do Eddie Munson again, but make it creepy. Do it in the upside down. Cause yeah. And again, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like, Eddie is my boy and I love him. I love him. Oh, I gotta figure out if my body can handle suspensions again, and then just do like a suspension and then turn the rope into tentacles. That's a thing I gotta do. You're really excited about that idea. Yeah, I just gotta do like fucking fucked shit. That's just a thing I gotta do. Also, I still have to like figure out another fucking shoot for August, and I'm trying to decide between going to Hanlon's Point and doing a Leviathan thing, or there's a place in the woods I know where I can do like a satanic like stag rope shoot. I'm trying to figure out which I want to do more. Because both of them I have to figure out a way to keep my chest covered. I think I figured out how I can. But also, Lexi, just before I left for Yeticon, I had my first facial, and I realized how much of a fucking praise kink I have, because so they were doing the extraction and it hurts like fuck, and I like didn't make like I'm just like I'll just fucking cope. And at the end, my fucking facial tech was just like, "Oh, you did so good! Like you didn't even make a peep." And I was like, "I did so good. I did so good. I have a high pain tolerance. Thank you. Thank you. I did so good. Tell me I'm a good boy." Right? I'm such a fucking menace. I'm such a problem. Cause like legitimately, it like hurt. Like I won't say it didn't hurt, but like I'm like, my pain tolerance is high. I'll just like focus and like I don't want to like scream or whatever. So I'm like, and I didn't make a sound. Also just melts whenever someone calls her a good girl. But it's so good. Every time someone calls me like a good girl or a good boy, I'm like, I'm the good girl. I'm the good boy. It's me. And that's on childhood trauma. I just love being told that I'm good. Or call me evil, one of the two. Just don't tell me that I did bad, or if someone tells me that they're disappointed in me, I'm devastated. I'm so devastated. I'm like, no, I would go home. How dare you? God. Oh God, it's so warm. Getting DMs for things. Woo! God, what else is going on? I just want to be a problem. Is that too much to ask? And I'm still waiting on my tattoo artist to message me to finish my fucking knee, because we still have to do the shading. Lexi, have you seen my my knee tattoo yet? Because I haven't really posted that much about it, because like it had to heal, and then that was like, it healed like a little bit before Yeticon. Okay, let me show you my fucking knee. It's sick. It's so sick. I gotta hike my pants up real high. But see if I can. It's a it's like a cyberpunk like robot leg. Look at that. You can't really see like, yeah. So it's like fully all the way around, and it's like on the back of my knee too, but it's like all the way around, and it like goes down to here, and like up here. The really fun thing about this tattoo is the lining didn't hurt at all. Like I could barely feel. At one point they were like lining like here underneath my kneecap. I couldn't feel it. I couldn't feel anything. The black work hurt so bad though that I was like yelling, and then this whole side bit, I fell asleep because I couldn't feel it. And it had been like hours at that point. And then the back, like in here, let me see if I can, like here, like right in the knee ditch, couldn't feel anything. And then it went up like a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is the worst. But it took us an hour to put the stencil on, and then the whole appointment was 11 a.m. and then I left at like 8:15 p.m. It was like a full day. It was like 7 or 8 hours of tattooing. I was exhausted. Yeah, so we just have the shading to do. There's like tiny little, I don't know if I can like get it on camera, but I'm really careful with my camera and then zoom in. There's like little tiny guidelines in there that are like, no, you can't really see it. Kinda. But like, there's like little lines in there that you can't really see because my camera won't focus. Okay, I gotta put this the fuck back. There you go. But yeah, it was a very long session. But the tattoo artist did like a fantastic job, and they're also non-binary, so that was nice. I had a fucking blast. So tired. And they were like, that's like the coolest fucking thing. Like, this is such a cool idea. Like, they were really excited to do it. And they like sent me the initial design, and then I added the like circle stuff and the like piping at the top, because I'm like, I want like a little bit of a H.R. Geiger touch a little bit. And they were like, that was the right idea. Shit looks dope. The whole front, the back of it was hand drawn. They did a stencil the front and then each side, and then I hand drew the back when I was just like standing there. Thank you. I love it so much. And it's dope. I can't wait to have it like fully shaded in. And then once that's done, I have like a couple more things to like fill out, like here and here on my sleeve, and like in here. And I have like an idea for like here. I just want to fill out the rest of this sleeve before I do anything else. But like I have a handful of ideas. Like, I think maybe the word memento mori here if it'll fit. If not, like maybe some like coffin nails or like a Ouija planchette and some coffin nails or something. I want to get an infinity symbol here because I think that'll fit well. And if I can, to turn it into like a Leviathan cross, like in negative around this. If possible, if not, whatever. And then I want to get, my dad has a skeleton key that I want to get like back, I think here, and then here I want to get like a ghost, just in here. But yeah, I have all that to work on, and then, this is so nice. And then I have a whole sleeve on my right leg I want to do, which is going to take forever. Because like to tattoo my whole right leg is going to be probably like 10 grand probably, considering how big my leg is and how expensive my fucking knee has been. But it's gonna be thousands and thousands of dollars. But like I have a full like waist to toes, full sleeve for my right leg that I have like mostly planned out. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's all flora and fauna. So it's like a bunch of like flowers and tree branches and plants and things with like animal skulls interspersed throughout it. And then I also want to have like, and like there's some bugs and stuff I want to get. Like I want to get a firefly and I want to get a spider, and some moths. But I also want to get a stingray, and like an octopus, and I think like a little shark potentially. But those I'm just gonna put like little jars, so that they're not just kind of like floating, to make this like a full like garden going down my legs. And then there's gonna be like a cracked Victorian mirror next to my spoon. It's like a whole fucking thing. But the only things I have planned out like specific placement is there's one moth I want on my lower ankle because the top of my right foot is gonna be a French horn. And then I want the roses to be like, I have like a bunch of roses I want to get, and I want them like more at the top so they can like come around my waist a bit. Okay. But yeah, I have like a whole fucking like shit ton of shit that I want, and it's gonna take me a while, but I might have to break it down into chunks. But I know my usual tattoo artist can definitely handle it. It's just gonna be, I'm gonna be like, okay, this is the plan for the whole leg. You break it down into like reasonable chunks, because there's no way that I'm gonna be able to do all of this. Like it's gonna take me a really long time to get through all of that, so. Up until that point, I'm just gonna finish this arm. And then who knows, maybe I'll get something on like up here. Like I want to leave this arm mostly blank, but like maybe getting like this arm, like this upper arm tattooed at some point. But we shall see, I just like being covered in tattoos. And then at some point I'm sure I'll tattoo my chest once it's like healed and I know what I want, but I have currently no plans. And like I do want to get like under here tattooed eventually. Like I just love the look of like a full suit of tattoos with like, I'm gonna have like strategically chosen negative space, but I just, between my two arms, this one looks cooler. It just objectively looks better. I especially love like this stuff. It's really nice. Maybe I'll just turn this into like a full geometric sleeve maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I'm very, very, very bad at deciding things. Oh my god, I get so many notifications all of the time. That is the most ridiculous notification I've ever... I just opened my Discord and I just see a thing that says, what if fireworks were filled with nacho cheese? And I'm like, what if fireworks were filled with nacho cheese? I don't think that would be a good time, actually. I think that would be a lot of burnt cheese just everywhere. Sounds like a fucking nightmare. Beep, beep, beep. 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 Okay, we're probably gonna rate it out in like the next like 10 minutes. Because I'm tired and I need a smoothie. I'm so sleepy. I'm a sleepy, sleepy bean. What? Heck yeah, smoothie. Yeah, fucking McDonald's in Canada has some like, their smoothies are really fucking good. Maybe I'll get a mango one. I usually get either the mango pineapple or the blueberry pomegranate one. Pomegranates are great. But I have not decided. I have not decided. Chat, you decide. What smoothie should I get? I just had a garden beetle on my fucking ankle. It scared the shit out of me. I was like, ah! I get little garden beetles in here sometimes. You don't like mangoes, but that's just you? That's fine. Like, I mean, I'm an extremely picky eater, so I'm never gonna judge people for not liking what I like. Fuck, Steffi doesn't fucking like cinnamon. That's the only time I've ever judged someone for not liking things. I'm like, how the fuck do you not like cinnamon? Cinnamon's amazing. Or I had a friend in middle school who didn't like chocolate, and I was like, what? Like nothing chocolate, not dark chocolate, not milk chocolate, no chocolate cake, no chocolate ice cream, no actual chocolate. Didn't care how good a quality was. Fucking hated chocolate. And I was like, what happened to you? Are you okay? How do you not like chocolate? It's very interesting. But like, you know, I don't like a million things. Oh, thank you!
Abrax86 just resubscribed for 6 months. Help to 26 hard, help to 26 hard, help to 26 hard.
Thank you, Abraxas. That is very sweet of you. I appreciate it. Oh, hi, Bowman. Thank you. I have a lot. Full arm tour. I've got my boy. His name is Sam. I've got an eyeball on my elbow. I've got what pattern? Thank you. Oh, that's a really cool emote. I've got a hourglass with a thunderstorm in it. Got an umbrella. That's an anti-fascist thing. That's the moon. And I've got a candle back there. That's what I got on my arm right now. That's my tattoo tour. I also have like a tattoo like there on my belly. It goes all the way down. And I have my thigh tattooed, my knee tattooed, my foot tattooed, and then I have a full back piece, which I can't show you all of it because Twitch, but yeah, like my whole back is tattooed. It's like I have wings on my shoulders and like my spine is like a huge tree. Which people keep saying back tattoos hurt like shit. That was the nicest tattoo session I ever had. My wings were done in 2 sessions for money reasons. But they were 2 3.5 hour sessions. My back, the center, with like the tree and stuff, that was 5 straight hours. I was super chill, super relaxed. Thank you so much. Yeah, all of the tattoos on my back and my arm are all done by the same artist. And same with this moon. These were done at the same time. And then my knee tattoo is done by one person. My foot tattoo is a stick and poke done by a friend of mine. And the thigh and the belly are also 2 separate artists. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artists total. And all of them except the stomach tattoo are women or non-binary, which has been lovely. And I don't think I would ever get tattooed by a man again. But I didn't really like it. He's not like a straight man. That was weird. It wasn't bad, it was just weird. And he overworked the skin a lot, and I bled a lot, and I hated it, and he had me heal it differently than I do normally. It was weird. But yeah, I don't think I'd ever go back to a male tattoo artist. Like a cishet man. Not again. But yeah, these are all done by Alana Mule from Bellwoods Tattoos. She's great. And she is currently tattooing while going through treatment for cancer because she is that much of a badass. She's incredible. And she's sex work positive. She's so great. The first tattoo I got from her was the wings. And then we finished out my back, and then we did the umbrella, the triangle, and the two moons all in one go. And then we did this and these. So we did like the whole outside. And then we did that. And then we did this, and this all in one go. So like my arm sleeve is 4 sessions so far. And then I just have to figure out where I want to put everything else and like what I want to put where and figure stuff out. And then I'll be done my arm, and then I can work on my leg next. I have too many tattoo ideas. Too many. Too many. Okay, I think it might be time to raid soon, because I am tired. God, I love this song. Yeah, let's go raid now. Always need tattoos. Tattoos are fucking great. Honestly, if I could just have like a glucose guardian, a sugar parent, just to fund my tattoo addiction, that would be fantastic. Thank you for coming, Bryn. It was really good to see you. It was good to see you. I miss you guys all of the time. You have no idea. I'm glad to see you too. Lex, you're fantastic, and I miss you. I miss you so much. I think Salt's still on his starting screen for the next like 50 seconds, but then we will go raid and go give him some love for me. He's doing a cool demo from an indie developer right now. Yeah, thanks for coming, Alice. I miss you guys so much. It was good to see you. And yeah, Lexi, anytime. Even if you just want to like chill and be nightmare creatures together, just let me know, because I always miss you. Okay, go say hi for me. I love you all so much. And be kind to yourselves. We need to treat my friends well. Okay? Take care of my friend for me. Goodbye.